Alrighty, we'll go ahead and kick things off. Good morning, and for our webinar today, you'll want to have your chat box open. To do that, you'll click the chat icon at the bottom of your screen. Now you should see the box open. While you're in here, if you could please update who you're sending chats to from all panelists to all panelists and attendees. To make sure that everybody has that, if y'all could please type in your location where you're calling in from this morning or this afternoon. Awesome, looks like most of you are getting the hang of that. And now just to make sure that it's not on top of the slides, if you could please hover at the top and click to exit full screen, or you can double click on your screen and it'll take you out of full screen. And now I'll hand it off to Eric Dumans, who's the Director of Research Computing from the University of Florida.
Good morning, everybody. So I'm the Director for Research Computing, and I have the honor to welcome you with these short remarks to the second day of this year's LUG 21. My background is in research computing. I'm a chemist, originally computational chemist, and I've been operating the high performance computing center, which is now called Research Computing at the University of Florida. Next slide, please. So the first thing that I would like to emphasize is that the University of Florida, especially in the springtime, is a really nice place to be. The weather is wonderful. We have cool mornings, beautiful sun. We have wonderful things to do around Gainesville. So we really hope that in the coming years, we can do this again and be the hosts of LUG some 2020 something. And you can actually come and visit our city and North Central Florida, which is a beautiful place with lots of nature and springs. And also we have a beautiful campus. And one of the pictures here, our Century Tower is the sort of the landmark. But as you can see here, Florida is the state with lots of flowers. And if you walk around, drive around Gainesville, and you'll see lots of yards with tons of flowers all over the place. So Florida has not stolen its name. So again, I wish I could tour you around and have some of the good dining and walking. And our campus is a big, beautiful campus with a lot of palm trees. So welcome to LUG. University of Florida is also an organization that is very familiar with the Lustre file system in particular and with high performance computing. We started building high performance computers 20 some years ago. And now, next slide, please. And now we have some high performance computing equipment that we just started to use this year. In the last 6 months, we upgraded our CPU computer, which is called Hypergator 3.0, and we added a massive NVIDIA SuperPod, which is Hypergator AI. Next slide, please. So one of the things that we have at the University of Florida is several of my staff have been experts in Lustre from the very beginning when we looked at an open source project somewhere in 2006, and then we've been growing with Lustre, have gone with various alternatives. We have multiple file systems. You can see a list here, and several of the new features that will be discussed this afternoon, we have been eagerly awaiting for some years now, for some of them actually for a much longer time. And we were very happy to have them, and they've now been installed in some of our file systems that we have been operating since last July in our Blue file system. And we are very happy with what we've learned so far, and we are looking forward with, I think, the rest of the community with some of the security features that we will hear about this afternoon, because as we all know, the world is really gathering massive amounts of data, but the bad guys are after the data and are either trying to steal it or to encrypt it against your will so that you can't use your own data. So we're looking forward, like you, with a very exciting second day. And I, again, welcome everybody here. If you have a chance, Google the city of Gainesville and maybe take some of the virtual tours. And otherwise, enjoy the afternoon and go Gators.
Thanks, Eric. Lovely pictures, a fine introduction to Gainesville. We really appreciate University of Florida's support of this event. I want to give a special shout out to Craig Prescott, who many moons ago, when we were working on Luster Across the Wide Area Network, he was one of our brothers in arms. And it's been a pleasure getting to know Craig over these many years. And I hope he's doing well.
Yes, yes. Great shout out to Craig. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hi. I'm, not rushing someplace today or backing up. I guess I just wanted to welcome each and every one of you to the Luster User Group 2021. Man, we've come a long way. And I see, folks from all over, and I'm really glad that you guys have taken some time out of your day to come and check out what's going on. I have more than one of these shirts, as you guys can imagine. I would say that I had some for sale, but we're fresh out. I'd like to thank the program committee, the program chair, Stefan Kiel, who has done this for several years now. He works hard every time we call on him to throw down. And I want to thank everybody that has worked with him. Let me, particularly talk about first the folks on the board, Kirill Lozinski. Kirill, thanks for your efforts. Likewise, I want to thank Peter Jones, who, though he's not on the board, attends our board meetings for all of his contributions. And let's just go through the folks. Philip Curtis at ORNL, Gail Delbari at CEA, Parks Fields, hi Parks, from Los Alamos, Craig Prescott, of course, who I mentioned earlier, Yu Fu, who I'll be introducing here in a moment, Christy Callback-Rose from NERSC, Glenn Lockwood at NERSC, Ruth Klund at Sandia, Olaf Falland at Livermore, and that's the program committee. I mean, so, if you're out there, provide some virtual applause to the people that have made this possible. Thank you, guys. Today, you're going to, at least this portion of the program is going to be hosted by Sean Hall, who is a board member of OpenSFS, and Yu Fu, who is a system engineer who works in research computing at the University of Florida. Both of these gentlemen are going to entertain and titillate you as they introduce the fine contributors to our delicious program this afternoon or morning, depending on where you're at. And now presenting to you.
Okay, all right. Okay, let's take a quick look at today's agenda. Similar to yesterday, we're going to have 2 sessions today, separated by a brief 10-minute break. And after the presentations, we're going to have OpenSFS annual meeting after that. And after all the activities, going to have optional networking. Everyone is welcome to attend that's very new and special social networking stuff. So let's start from the first session now. And before that, we would like to express our thanks to our sponsors, DDN and HPE, for their supporting to the community, and especially for this LUG 2021. Without their support, it wouldn't have been possible to have this great conference.